the Coach of the Year.
Hold on.
And who else would I start with? I'm going with Tony Dungy off the top, your Coach of the Year at the midseason mark.
You know, there's a lot of talk about Dan Quinn, and he's done a great job with the Washington Commanders. But I have to look at Andy Reid. Okay, starting last offseason, you lose your best corner in free agency. You lose your will linebacker, who's a great player, Willie Gay. Your best pass rusher on the outside, Amenahu's hurt. So 3 key players not even there. Then you lose 3 top wide receivers to injury. You lose your best running back to injury. And you're undefeated?
Yeah.
That's a good point.
You're undefeated?
That's a darn good point, Coach. You're preaching on that one. All right.
I'm going to go with Dan Quinn and think about the worst organization in the National Football League, the worst ownership. You had a lot of bad apples in that situation. And then for Dan Quinn to come in with a new ownership group, new quarterback, new player. Rookie quarterback, I should say. And to do it and to accomplish the things that he's been able to accomplish, absolutely, is pretty special. And the fact that those players believe in Dan. Coach, you and I and Jack, we've been knowing Dan for a long time. We've talked to him, and we know that he's a good guy. He does the right thing, but he's made a profound impact on that team.
They believe in him. They love him. He's brought that atmosphere there, that closeness that they haven't
Just think about it. The Washington Commanders, they were the worst organization in the league, and now they have fans around the country because of their quarterback in this situation.
If you ask anybody in August, who's going to win the NFC East? Somebody
Eagles.
said Philadelphia, maybe Dallas.
Yep.
Okay, nobody was saying
nobody,
Washington.
not one person.
No, and to tie 2 conversations together, Dallas is missing him. Talking about Dan Snyder.
Yes, they are.
Washington welcoming him.
Yes, they are.
And that's really what's going on. Offensive Player of the Year. We start with, Rod, you want to go first on this?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm going to go with Saquon Barkley. And just the impact that he's made on that team, not just on the offensive side, but on both sides, the offense and defense. And just his consistency, the toughness, the run after the catch ability, catching the ball out of the backfield, just the impact that he's had overall on this team, Coach.
He really has. And he's brought a flair. He's brought
energy, electricity. Oh, my goodness. Come on, Saquon. Don't do it like that.
Have you ever seen a guy jump over a defender backwards?
He's made their passing game better. He's helped Jalen Hurts. He's doing it all for him and having a great and doing things like this.
Yes, he can catch out of the backfield. And think about the pressure that is taken off of Jalen Hurts, feeling like he has to do everything. Now it's like Jalen is like, okay, I'm chilling now. I got my man. I can do whatever I want to do.
When we were there preparing for the first game down in Brazil, Nick Sirianni told me he had no idea that Saquon was this good a receiver. He said, I didn't know he could catch the ball and do things out of the backfield like that. Yeah. So he's really helped them.
You can line him up at wide receiver and put an 84 on his jersey, and you can consider him a starting wide receiver.
Yeah. Well, these days, let you do with any number on your jersey.
Right.
How about for you, Coach? Offensive Player of the Year.
Saquon's been great, but he's not my Offensive Player of the Year. I'm going with Derrick Henry. This man has come in and given a boost to that offense. Their offense is playing great, leading the league in scoring and yards and all that. And he's averaging 6.5 a carry and doing this kind of thing. And they're not giving him the ball enough.
Hey, Coach, and I'll tell you this, though. The difference is Saquon Barkley, the Philadelphia Eagles would be completely out of it if they didn't have Saquon Barkley. The Ravens would still be a tough, physical running team, even without Derrick Henry.
They would, but you look at the numbers Lamar is putting up. Some of the receivers are putting up. A lot of that is because people have to defend Derrick Henry.
And the same thing with A.J. Brown.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
But, yeah.
Yeah, and a lot being made about the Cowboys should have gone after Derrick Henry, or this team should have gone after Derrick Henry. I think Derrick Henry ended up in the perfect place for Derrick Henry, if you know what I'm saying.
What the Cowboys should have done is you don't pay a quarterback $60 million and a wide receiver $35 million. You don't pay CeeDee Lamb, and you go get some offensive linemen. You go get guys on the defensive line. That's what you go get instead of the shiny pieces. You heard me say it before. I'm going to continue to say it.
We were talking about Derrick Henry. Will he be a Hall of Fame guy? Those are some Hall of Fame numbers.
Yeah, he's a Hall of Fame. Are you crazy?
I think this Baltimore thing.
We don't want to hit him, neither one of us.
For sure. Defensive Player of the Year, Coach Dungy, you lead us off here.
There's a lot of flashy guys playing. I'm going with Fred Warner.
Okay.
So far, they haven't played up to their standard yet, but this guy is playing great ball. 66 tackles, 2 interceptions, sack, 4 forced fumbles, and the leader of that group. He's playing great football.
He is playing great football, but not better than Jesse Bates from the Atlanta Falcons.
Okay.
And we know, and he's really taken his game to the next level since he's come. I think he's created 5 turnovers, 2 fumbles, a bunch of interceptions, but this is the guy right here that's been the difference maker for them in the secondary. And now to have Justin Simmons back there and the impact that he's had with those other cornerbacks, he's been fantastic. He does it all. And even his coach, Raheem Morris, says that he should be Defensive Player of the Year.
How do we know Rodney would pick a safety?
I thought he might, Coach. He was critical, though, on the Bengals' trip to that Super Bowl when they had all those young guys on offense, and he was critical defensive. They couldn't pay him.
But let me ask you, is that a bad pick?
No, that's a very good pick.
That's a good pick.
Yeah, he's playing excellent.
I just want to give props out because normally it's a defensive end, with sacks and everything. But this guy has really dominated, just like Antoine Winfield did last year.
Around the ball a lot.
No doubt. Honorable mention to T.J. Watt having a heck of a year himself. Offensive Rookie of the Year.
I think we're going to agree on this one. I'm not sure.
Yeah?
But there's a lot of good rookies, but Jaden Daniels has been special, taking his team to first place in the East, just playing with so much poise and playing with confidence.
Joe Flacco is a 17-year veteran, and he struggled out here. And you see Jaden Daniels. He's cool. He's calm. He knows everything where everybody's going to be at. He never panics. That's the difference. This is a rookie. And how many times have we seen rookies struggle like Drake May? This guy is just coming down here, spreading the ball around and just being a difference maker.
Making these big throws, doing this, moving out of the pocket, running, using his legs, and not turning the football over.
And being smart, not taking those big hits.
And he's the 3rd rookie to win 7 of his first 9 games as a rookie starter. A couple of his other names, Dak Prescott and Ben Roethlisberger.
Wow.
How'd they do? Pretty good.
I think they did okay.
They did all right. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Rod, lead us off.
I think we might agree on this.
This one, too.
I think it's, for me, it's Jarrett Verse and the job that he's done out there. They came in and said he's not a complete guy. All he can do is rush the passer. But what I've been watching is the guy stops to run. He gets a bunch of tackles for losses. He gets pressures. He does it all, Coach.
He's playing for the Rams, playing defensive end, rushing the passer, chasing down running plays, hustling like crazy, and playing like a veteran. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep, I agree.
All right, how about the Comeback Player of the Year, Coach?
Well, I tore my Achilles tendon about 6 years ago.
Did you really?
Yes,
Really?
Yes, I did.
You didn't even tell us that.
Yeah. Well, I haven't made it back.
I never see him running. I just see him walking.
But someone tore their Achilles tendon and has his team in first place. Kirk Cousins got to be my Comeback Player of the Year.
And for me, it's Kirk Cousins as well, because I said once they sign Kirk Cousins, I said they will win the division, because in the 4th quarter, that's the thing that they struggle with. A quarterback making those critical plays, and what's his name?
Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins, we got so many quarterbacks. Kirk Cousins, he's been terrific this year.
Way better than Joe Flacco.
Right.
Let's get it to Mike Florio, who caught up with Kirk Cousins, and here's how that went.
You faced your old coach Mike Zimmer's defense. Did you see things that looked familiar to you from your days in Minnesota?
I just got a feeling all game long that he was smart in how he planned. He kept changing his looks. I don't know. I just felt like it was a smart plan. He made us grind it out, and it was kind of hard earned and workmanlike. We weren't as sharp on 3rd down as we have been, and I think a lot of that goes back to how he was calling the game. And they're missing Parsons, and so he did a nice job just kind of making it challenging for us.
How close are you to fully mastering the Atlanta offense?
Yeah, I think it's always a progression. I don't know if you ever really master it, but each week I do feel better. I feel like I spit the plays out faster. I feel like in practice even I'm a little bit sharper each week. Zach has a great football mind, and so he's constantly kind of making wrinkles and creating new ways to do things. But just have a better understanding now of what he wants it to look like, and then that helps me know how to execute best.
Nice to see Florio there in his Minnesota purple.
Yeah, he tried to hide it.
He's
Did you see that?
celebrating
He's trying
tonight.
to zoom in, get
What
out
a
of the
weasel.
shot.
Yeah.
I did see that. Let's get to the NFL MVP. Coach, I'm going to let you lead this one off.
Well, we've got 3 quarterbacks who are really balling out.
We
Lamar
do.
Jackson putting up unbelievable numbers. Jared Goff this last month has thrown more touchdowns than he's thrown incompletions.
That's good.
And Josh Allen. I am going to go with Josh Allen just because I think he doesn't have as much help as the other 2 guys. and he's got his team in first place, as we talked about, 4 games in front in the East, and making plays and not turning the ball over this year like we've seen in the past.
And he plays in the worst division in football, Coach.
That helps.
And I'm going to go with the guy that plays in the best division in all of football, and you know who it is. It's Jared Goff.
Country Club?
Yeah, Country Club. He's been unbelievable. And to take that team and the confidence that they showed in him to go on the road and play in those conditions, I mean, he was fantastic. And this is the best team in the National Football League, the Detroit Lions, period.
Wow. Best
And
team in
he's
the
leading
NFC.
And he's leading
Best
them,
team in the NFL, you agree?
No, I'm not going to say
He's
that.
going Kansas City.
You still going Kansas City?
Until someone beats him.
I like that. I like that. I kind of want to
We
see
were
what
just
happens with
saying
San
NFC,
Oh, in
Francisco,
the NFC?
too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, they're the team to beat in the NFC.
Yeah.
No question.
I want to see what happens with San Francisco, too, once everybody comes back.
Right.
We were just out there. They had the bye week. Everybody's going to start coming back, including McCaffrey. I want to see what that looks like.
This
Our
Detroit's
leaders.
playing great offensive football, though.
They are, and so efficient from Goff.